this is truly a wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Althea. It is our wish, and you are welcome. But we can't condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask you that you surrender any crystal jewelry you have. My word that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. This is not so foolish of a place, ourselves entirely at your mercy in our terms. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to correspondence, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then an arrangement. Lead the way to the meeting chamber. I do have a feeling that we've welcomed the Viper into the mist. Because probably we have. Return of the Bull. Ron seems unconvinced by the Quen's sincerity. This elder's intentions seem to at odds with what we know of her tribe. What do you think, Amber? You believe an understanding can be reached? This is not entirely unheard of. I suppose those who followed Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I will take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know the good thing about primals. Can we rely on the science? I'll round up our commanders and send them to the Omega Quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Amber. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. I mean, I could have just TP'd over here, but you know. I like flying. Ember, I have brought reinforcements. Sweet! Arvale told me the arrival of an unexpected guest, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm familiar with the Qualan tribe. I'm not familiar with the Qualan tribe myself, but Alize's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races, despite it, in fact, even cooperated with to another Ata. Oh, I read that wrong. Indeed. This apparent reversion of attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make a rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? In the meeting will be held in the throne room. 'Tis wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Y'shtola and I will stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings in the throne room itself. Sweet! Understood. We should have General Arden inside then. Amber, do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the building and top of the stairs. The guard there should be instructed to let us past. Oh, but I just came from there. I think. No. We're the Scions, Miss. General Arden left orders that you and were to be escorted inside if you will follow me. Sweet.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lys Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope as friends.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Sweet.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenford. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Yananta, wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith.
Oh, Jesus.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Oh no.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Oh boy.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, you best make it quick.
Dun dun dun.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steed?